In this video, we are going to talk about the best high-yield savings and checking accounts of this year. If you or someone you know either wants to get better rewards out of saving their money or is looking to start saving up for an emergency fund and wants to get it done ASAP, then you've come to the right place. By the end of this video, you'll have learned about some of the best checking and savings accounts that offer high interest rates that you can use now. Welcome back, Money Masters! It's another Money Monday, where we lift the curtain on time-tested tricks and tips that have been proven to help reduce expenses and increase savings. As we mentioned earlier, today we are going to be talking about the best high-yield savings and checking accounts of this year, which will help you learn about some of the best checking and savings accounts that offer high interest rates that you can use now. But before we dive in, I just want to let you know that on Wednesday, we will be discussing the top 5 passive income investments that'll let you quit your day job. So if you don't want to risk missing out on that episode, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of our next amazing video. Okay, with all that said, if you're just like us and you're totally committed to obtaining financial independence, then go ahead and tap that like button and let's get into it. We are confident that the majority of you watching this video right now understand that saving your money is a really important thing to do. Your ability to save up your money is one of the main factors affecting your ability to accumulate and grow your wealth. With all that said, there is still the question of how you are going to save, and the first question you might be asking yourself is what banks you should choose to safely store your cash while also maximizing the interest it accrues over time. Do not worry, that is where we come in. We have taken the time to look up some of the best high-yield checking and savings accounts whose interest rates and rewards you can take advantage of as you build up your savings fund. We have made sure that every bank we are going to discuss in today's video is reputable and FDIC insured. We have also set some minimum requirements for the banks we are listing here, which are: the account should have little to no fees attached, allow you to pay your bills for free, and they should have access to a lot of ATMs. We would also like to prematurely address having separate savings accounts at different banks. While there can be benefits to this approach, we, here generally, would recommend against doing so because it can be a lot of hassle just moving money around, and the process of transferring money itself may take days, if not weeks, to complete, which is not great. Lastly, we would like to state a few disclaimers before getting into the meat of our video. The first is that the interest rates for each of the banks will constantly change over time, so be sure to check out the bank's updated information before making a choice. This also goes for the bank's decision to change any of their fee structures at any moment, so be sure to consider this. So, with all that out of the way, let us get into our list, starting with what is going to be our baseline bank, Wells Fargo. For our baseline bank, we will be using Wells Fargo. One of the redeeming factors that Wells Fargo has going for is that it has a lot of physical branches that allow its customers to use its services without having to use a phone. However, with the rise of mobile phones and banking apps, this may stop being relevant altogether. They do have several ATMs in the US, but we do feel like the downsides to starting a savings account with Wells Fargo outweigh that advantage. Going into more detail, Wells Fargo's basic checking account does not accrue any interest and has a minimum balance of $25 to open, while their Platinum Savings account has a 0.02% APY with a checking account and a 0.01% APY without one. Add to this the fact that Wells Fargo charges fees for several cases, including overdraft fees, the $12 savings account fee that you have to pay if your account balance is below $3,500, and their nearly $3 ATM fee when using an ATM that is outside of their network, all make Wells Fargo a decidedly unappealing choice to start a savings account with. This gives us a low baseline, with each of the banks we are going to recommend you being an improvement from here. If you have any comments or opinions about the baseline we have set, be sure to let us know in the comments. Axos Bank. Axos Bank was named one of America's best banks in 2021, and for good reason. One of the remarkable things about Axos is that they do not have any no overdraft fees or any monthly fees that you will have to worry about. Further, Axos even covers all of your ATM fees, which is a nice little plus. Axos Bank offers a savings account with an initial 0.61% APY up to $24,999 with an initial deposit of $250 required. Axos checking account requires only $50 to open and has a 0.4% APY with a direct deposit. The interesting thing is that you can increase your interest rate up to 1.25% APY if you meet certain requirements like using your credit card 10 times a month, having a personal finance manager, or using your checking account to pay your full consumer loan payment to Axos. Axos offers a decent package, especially when compared to our baseline bank, thanks to its higher interest rates and lack of fees. However, their lack of physical branches and the additional requirements you need to meet to reach a 1.25% APY makes this bank one of the lower, albeit still better than the baseline, choices for a high-yield savings account. Now, having to meet requirements to maximize your interest rate will be a common theme in this video, so we would like to know how you feel about that. Let us know in the comments down below. Evansville Teachers Credit Union. Our next account is offered by a credit union, which may be a bit of a turnoff for some. Thankfully though, the Evansville Teachers Credit Union is open to everyone, and as long as you have around $5 in your account, then you're still considered an active member of the credit union. Now, credit unions are not for-profit organizations, so part of their main goal is to provide the best interest rates they can to their members. In particular, the credit union offers a high APY for their checking account of 3.3% up to $20,000 while only requiring a $25 minimum deposit. Their savings account offers a 0.05% interest rate with a $200 minimum deposit. However, there are some caveats that you will want to hear about before you sign on with this union. If you would like to earn a 3.3% APY on your checking account for a particular month, you would need to meet the following criteria. Make 15 or more purchases with your debit card for that month, make 1 or more direct deposits into your account, log in at least once to their mobile banking application, and receive electronic documents. These requirements may sound like a lot, but these are easy hurdles to overcome if you use your debit card. Some other pros about this particular credit union are that they do not have any fees and provide a monthly $15 in ATM fee coverage, meaning that you should have a good buffer that allows you to expand your ATM options. Overall, the Evansville Teachers Credit Union offers a surprisingly good deal for the interest rate it offers you. The main downsides to this union are that they do not offer any interest in checking accounts with more than $20,000 in them, the limited physical branches, and the additional requirements you need to meet to qualify for a 3.3 APY on your checking account. Next up is Tri-County Bank. This bank offers 4% APY on checking accounts up to $10,000 with an interest rate cap of 0.35% on balances past that. Their checking accounts require no more than $25 as an initial deposit as well. For their savings account, Tri-County offers a 1% interest rate up to $15,000 and the same cap of 0.35% past that. You also only need $25 for the initial deposit. There are also some requirements and hoops that you will need to jump through for this bank just like the previous two, but these may be even more manageable than the requirements set by the Evansville Teachers Credit Union. Each month, you will need to make around 12 purchases with your debit card to be enrolled in and agree to receive e-statements and to be enrolled in and continue to log into online banking. This makes Tri-County Bank an excellent choice if you have savings account balances up to and around $10,000, especially if you consider the lack of fees attached to your account and the $4.99 ATM fee coverage on each transaction. Aspiration. Now, a pick that may surprise people is Aspiration, particularly Aspiration Plus. Aspiration does not operate like your typical bank. This is a company that touts its services as a greener alternative to banking. Aspiration donates 10% of earnings to microloans, helping Americans lift themselves out of poverty. You can also opt to plant a tree for every purchase that you make by having Aspiration round up all of your purchases to the nearest dollar and donating the spare change you give towards more reforestation efforts, all thanks to their partnerships with the Arbor Day Foundation, the Eden Reforestation Projects, and One Tree Planted. According to their website, the only monthly fee that Aspiration earns from you is what you decide they deserve, leaving the customer to decide how much they pay Aspiration monthly, even if that is $0. For their savings account, they offer a 5% APY up to $10,000 with a $10 minimum deposit to open. Any balance over that is going to earn a 0.1% interest. You will also need to spend at least $1,000 on your debit card. They also have a monthly fee of $7 or $8 if you avail of the Aspiration Plus model. The standard Aspiration card does not have a monthly fee but instead offers 3% compared to Aspiration Plus. Unfortunately, while a checking account with Aspiration only requires $10 to open, Aspiration does not offer any interest on these accounts. They also offer purchase protection in the form of extended warranties, satisfaction guarantees, and phone protection, so that is a big plus for them. Let us move on to the pros of Aspiration Plus. Aspiration has over 55,000 ATMs in the US, covers one ATM fee a month, has a 5% APY, is environmentally friendly, and allows you to get your paycheck 2 days early with direct deposit. The main cons of this company are the monthly fee for Aspiration Plus, the lack of interest in checking accounts, the absence of any physical branches for this company, and the requirement of spending at least $1,000 per month using your credit card. SoFi Bank. Lastly, our top bank for high-yield savings account is SoFi Bank. To keep it short, let us get straight to the pros and cons of SoFi Bank. SoFi Bank has over 55,000 ATMs in the US and has an amazingly simple account structure for both checking and savings accounts. This does not require you to jump through any hoops to receive a 2% interest rate on either checking or savings account. SoFi also has no monthly fees or ATM fees. You can also qualify for a sign-up bonus worth $50 to $300 depending on how much you deposit in the 30 days. And you can also receive your paycheck up to 2 days early through direct deposit. And lastly, the possibility of 15% cashback from local offers. The only real downside to SoFi Bank is that they do not have any physical stores, but again, that might not matter to a lot of you watching right now. So that's all we have for you today. We hope you learned some very helpful insights from what we've shared with you today. Please don't forget to leave a like on our video if it was able to help inform and positively influence your financial decisions and lifestyle, and leave a comment down below about how you feel like this video will help you boost your overall income. Also, if you love our content, subscribe for more Money Masters content and updates, and so that you don't miss out on our next episode of Wealthy Wednesday, where we will be discussing the top 5 passive income investments that'll let you quit your day job. Also, we'd like you to consider sharing this video with at least one friend. It would mean the world to us if you would join us in our mission of helping good people like you keep more of what they earn and earn more from what you keep. That'll be all from us in this video, Money Masters. We'll see you in the next video.